we're just trying this out. Tripp, say something.
Hello, hello.
Say something again.
I'm saying stuff again.
Cool, it's picking you up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta take my, hold on, my volume's way too loud. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, I guess we just go ahead and start.
I don't know what we're talking about, man.
What else is new?
Alright.
Okay.
Good start. Alright.
Alright, go ahead and insult your co-host. Okay.
There you go. The people love it. Come on. Show what a shithead you are.
Oh shit, we're starting off rough. I'm gonna leave all this in.
I'm not cutting any of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna show people who you really are.
Who you really are.
Hey guys, this is the Tangential Exchange.
Tangential Exchange.
Is that the new song? The new theme song?
I'm trying it out.
Yeah, how about you not?
Alright.
Okay. I don't like you anymore. You're much more like the bully I remember.
You used to be cool.
I'm cool. Classic. But yeah, I'm Alex.
Hey, I'm Tripp.
Took you long enough. And we're starting this one rough. And we're here today.
All the rest of them gonna be.
Yeah, you remember how the old days were where I used to kind of be an asshole, but I was playing around?
Oh, here we go again. I mean, life is an ever-going circle. That's what they say, I think.
Would you read that on a fortune cookie?
Maybe.
Anyway, I'm done picking on Tripp, I guess. This is, if you ever wonder what our real friendship is like, this is it.
Everyone's like, oh my god.
I guess they really hate each other.
Wow, I thought it was a bit. It's not a bit.
Oh no, the hatred is real. You can feel it. Read the room.
Read it.
People are gonna think we're crazy. We've never done, like, we talk like this off air, but people are gonna be like, "What's up with those weird demonic voices?
Oh my god.
What's going on?" But yeah, me and Tripp were talking about introducing a new segment. I mean, most of this is just us bullshitting and kind of, trying to make each other laugh, kind of similar to the old Trippiverse days. But also we talk about like our personal, like not too personal, but kind of like just stuff going on in our lives, like what's going on, what we're doing. And now it's a new segment. We're gonna introduce it. It's called "What Are You Doing?"
What are you doing?
Fun fact, when I call Tripp, that's literally like, I just started doing it one day, and then it's become basically how I answer the phone with him. It's like, we were talking about it, and like, if I didn't call him like that, he would think something's wrong.
I'm like, alright, blink twice. I meant, cough once.
It's like, yeah, I can't see you, I forgot. I got, some new wine, man.
Ooh, what kind is it?
You're coming in a little quiet. Hold on. I'm probably going to cut this part out. Say something again.
Ooh, what kind is it?
That's better. That's better. I just wanted you to say it differently.
Take two.
No, I'm going to leave that in. That's great. But anyway, on
enthusiasm. Sorry, go.
I used to have I guess I should I talk about this? Whatever. It's my podcast. I used to have, that one, I mentioned it on What Mean when we did the Lighthouse episode. That one supervisor I used to have that was like literally like the worst, like straight up just a giant asshole. You remember that?
Vaguely, yes.
Basically meaning no. No, I don't.
yeah, that sums it up.
But yeah, this relates because you said enthusiasm. He would pronounce words kind of differently sometimes. Like he said, like enthusiasm. Yeah, and I was trying to.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think he was trying to say enthusiasm. That's what it was supposed to mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck is enthusiasm? And then finally, Figured out that's it. He was actually giving me a compliment that one time, and he said, I like you and I can't say his real name. Jared. I like you and Jared. You have entheism or whatever. Entheism.
Atheism?
Shut up.
Okay.
Okay. You're supposed to, come on, man. You're supposed to roll with it.
Oh, that's right, yep.
Roll with the punches. Oh, fuck you.
No, too far.
Yeah, too far. So it's going to be like when we actually drink that, when you start screaming.
That's when you know.
That's when you know. You ever seen that movie?
Nope.
Enchanted, I think it's called.
Enchanted.
It's the one with
Oh. Yeah, I saw that forever ago. Not by choice, but I did see it.
Uh-huh.
It was alright. It was pretty good. From what I remember. It's a musical, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak up, Tripp.
Good stuff. My microphone's right here. Hello, can you hear? How about that?
Yeah, I don't want you to eat the mic. Jesus. This is reminding me of like the old Trippiverse days.
Right.
Where we
don't have that sweet setup.
Well, they bulldozed our old setup, man. Our first studio.
No.
That shit's depressing, man.
I bet they improved it in there. There's probably even a cooler setup now.
I doubt it.
I mean, the outside looked good.
Did it?
Through the bushes, it looks great.
Through the bushes? Where were you at?
I'm not on the property anymore. You know this.
Oh, yeah, the non-disclosure agreement. I can't say anything about it on air. You're not supposed to either. This is going out to the public. Come on, man.
Be cool, baby. Damn.
But yeah, anyway, we were supposed to talk about what we were doing.
Yeah, what are we doing? Man.
Hey, speaking of, you got your alcohol with you?
You know it.
You're a liar. You still got that Mountain Dew, don't you?
Shut up.
Wait, you do? You didn't get alcohol? You didn't swap it out?
I got a little bit of, I don't know what kind of wine it is. I'll look at it.
You're lying.
Yeah, how do you know?
I'll give you long enough to make up a name.
Hold on. Listen.
Try really hard. Come on.
Wait.
What's it called?
You hear this? You hear that?
How I know you're not you're just slowly pouring a Mountain Dew thing into a cup.
Not true.
He's lying to you. He's deceiving you, boy.
Don't be talking about you love it.
You love it.
That's what he said.
What are we doing? What is this? We're supposed to be podcasting. We've gone on like so many tangents. Like we haven't even introduced what the topic of this episode is yet.
I still don't know what it is.
And you'll keep not knowing what it is.
You love it, boy, don't you?
Oh, Lighthouse. That's what you were referencing. Got you.
There you go.
Gotcha. I see how you did that. But yeah, our first inaugural drink, we can't really... We're doing this one remotely. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're doing it remotely.
Yeah. Do
it live! But yeah, so we'll go ahead and just take our little inaugural drink, and I guess I'll just get into... What are we doing? Alright, you ready?
Right.
Alright, here we go.
Cheers.
What did you bang it against?
The bottle.
Nice.
That sweet effect.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that. I wish I knew we were doing that thing. I probably would have tried to do the same.
Alright, take two.
It's too late. It's over. Moment's over. Let it go. But yeah, I've been watching, I told you, basically me and Tripp, whenever we're not on air, it's almost like we've fallen so much into like the whole podcast type thing that it's almost like we're doing non-recorded podcasts whenever we call each other, where we'll just talk about random pop culture shit on the phone. And like, but telling you, I've been watching a little Teen Wolf recently.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, where you got your tattoo. Scott McCall has the same tattoo as you.
Not true.
You just told us it was 21 Pilots, so we didn't judge you for taking it from Teen Wolf.
I do remember seeing it when I watched it forever ago. I was like, oh, nice. He got the same thing.
Well, just your explanations, like, for it were, like, exactly the same, basically.
I mean, yeah, I like it because it's kind of has no meaning, which can give it any meaning. But it's something I've always enjoyed. And then after seeing it with Tournament Pilots, and I mean, I guess I saw it in Team Wolf 2, but I already had it then. I'm pretty sure I already had it then. But I was like, oh, wow. And it just gave me more, confidence to go get it. So I was like, all right. I've seen it enough. I liked it long enough. I'll get it.
I think the real development here is that Scott McCall is probably secretly, or not Scott McCall, the guy who, who's
Tyler
the
Posey?
actor, huh?
Tyler Posey?
Yeah, that he's secretly like a 21 Pilots fan.
I think he is. Well, I know he's a big fan of Blink-182 because where his bars are on the inside of his arm is like the letter D, which is like the first chord in his favorite Blink-182 song. I remember hearing it in an interview or so.
Do you remember what it was?
What, the interview?
No, what the song was.
Oh, man. What's My Age Again or something? I don't know. It's a big Blink-182 song, but I can't remember what song it was. But it's the first chord, and then he got the bars around it after. But in the show, you can't see the D there. They just cover it up. So.
Yeah, I'm glad that they came up with like an end story reason. Like, that was pretty cool.
Right. I am pretty sure that he did get a tattoo without telling anyone, and that's why they had to incorporate it in the show. But that's what I heard at least. So.
From what I hear from Amanda, and this isn't just going to be all about Team Wolf, guys. Like, we're just we're getting into it. We're letting the episode naturally unfold.
Yes.
Yes, good, Anakin, good. Anyway, like, from what Amanda says is that, and just the general, like, what I get from his personality, that seems very on brand with him. Like, she said that she liked his Instagram before it was, like, curated and stuff.
Mm.
Which I don't know what the word curated means. I guess that means, like, that his agent or publicist probably made it look more professional and everything.
Spiffy. Clean.
I don't know if that's what that means.
Okay.
Okay, I was just trying to... Every time I recommend something or say something, you just shoot it down.
You're absolutely right.
You're absolutely... Now the public knows.
Damn it.
But yeah, he, like, that very much fits, like, basically what I can tell from his personality. Who's your favorite character from that? I swear this is not. I'm just thinking about it. Who's your favorite character from that show?
Oh, man. It's been forever since I watched it, but, what's his name? The guy that was in, Maze Runner. I keep forgetting his name. Dylan O'Brien.
Right?
Cool. Yeah, he's my favorite.
Yeah, he's great.
Especially when, like, season 4 or so, when, like, it was basically about him the whole time. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, okay, cool. I got that to look forward to.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
It's not a big spoiler. That's good news for me. It's not like you said, and then everybody died.
Oh.
Oh, oops. Wait, what do you mean?
You haven't seen the finale. No.
Oh, God. Is this going to be another I'm not okay with this situation?
No, what season are you
on? Season 3.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to say 4. I know the 5th season is like part A, part B, or something like that. They split it. But I can't remember. But there's a season coming up, if you haven't seen it already, that it focuses on him and like mental health issues and stuff, and I thought it was really interesting for sure.
Oh, okay, cool. Like styles, like the character styles. It focuses.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had mental. I guess ADD.
Well, yeah, there's more.
Oh, okay, that's enough.
That's enough. But I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, just like don't do it like when we refer to the I'm not okay with this situation. Also, that's a great show, you guys. I hate it's not getting a second season. Knowing Netflix, though, if enough people start showing support, they'll probably find a way to bring it back.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Or maybe someone else would pick it up or so.
Yeah, that's also what I've heard too. Like Sophia Lillis, like I know she's doing like another movie now or something. I would. She's probably too big to be on this podcast or like an interview based thing, but I would love just to interview her, just to talk to her about like, like just like what interests her, why she gravitates towards like. It seems like mostly like kind of. Oh, you fucked up my fucking flow, man. Come on.
Any minute. Threw off my groove.
Throw off my groove. Out. Throw you out the tower.
What? I sneeze. Nice, Ron.
Well, I'm not allowed to sneeze. Look it up, kids. Fine.
Look it up. Fine.
But yeah, fuck. Like, seems like mostly, at least from what I've seen her, and I know she did some stuff before it seems like she mostly gravitates towards, like, supernatural kind of stuff.
That's probably because one of her biggest roles was in It, and then after that, kind of
he was in It?
a little bit.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, though?
It seemed like she probably got kind of typecast for it, because I worked good in It. But, I mean, obviously she can do more stuff. But she was in that Gretel and Hansel movie, right?
Gretel. Yeah, I was about to say, it's not that way, dumbass. But, yeah, that's how it actually was in there.
Actually.
I haven't seen that yet, but, like, the visuals, I remember showing you some of that when we were going to do, like, a short film or whatever, and I said, I want this kind of aesthetic with it.
I don't think I got to finish it, but from what I heard, it was, like, the story was okay. It was like, but the visuals, like, and the camera work was phenomenal. I remember watching like the first 20, 30 minutes or so, and it seems what they did is like every single scene is centered, either with the characters or a building in the background or so. Like it's perfectly centered. I was like, oh wow, this is really nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
Pleasing to the eyes.
Nice. I might actually really have to check that out now. I think it was at Walmart or something, and like they had that for sale. Maybe I'll probably pick it up at some point.
Yeah, just for some pleasing visuals, I would say definitely check it out.
But yeah, I pulled this is like I feel it right now. It almost made me cancel today's show. But like I was at work. I guess I can just say where I work, Parks and Rec. And too personal. Come on, man. But basically, I was trying to. We have these. This is gonna be fascinating for people. they're gonna totally not tune out for this part, but I'm just gonna go into it anyway.
Already gone.
Yeah, our one viewer left. But they had like this little. It's almost like a hook thing. And it was like, it's used to move like the football goals around, like to turn them around.
Yeah.
And so I was using it and it wasn't moving and I kept trying. And then after a while I just gave up and then like my back really started hurting. So like I have some really bad like mid to lower back pain right now.
Oh no.
So I'm really hoping this alcohol helps numb it up a bit.
There you go. You got pain? Drink alcohol. No.
I mean, that's how they used to prep people for surgery back in the day.
Right. Were you like pulling high or so for long enough where it kind of like pulled some muscles, you think?
I think I had like, I was using the muscles maybe in my back to like push it maybe. Maybe I was pushing it at like a weird angle. I'm not sure.
True.
I may be twisted a weird way. I don't know.
That's not fun.
Yeah, so it's also part of getting old. My knees started hurting today too, so
But I mean, like, yeah, you can throw your back out fairly easy. Like, I know I heard somewhere that like if you sit down at a desk too long and like and you sit up, like you can throw your back out that way too. So it can be fairly easy depending on what you're doing.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for that. But yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Oh god, throw it back at me. Nice. Someone's got a fucking giggle fit over there.
not serious enough?
Not serious enough for you? Not real enough for you, Billy?
Oh, Billy!
Or whatever his name is on It.
Yeah, it's Billy, I think.
Yeah, Billy. Fucking imagine if Billy from Billy and Mandy was in It.
That'd be interesting.
He would probably just end up pissing It off to where it was just like, enough.
If the show was still running, I'm sure they'd have that gig somewhere.
Or probably just have him like drawn in the background like they used to do with a lot of cartoons where they would have like little cameos from characters in the background. But yeah.
I always enjoy that.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you would.
We're being really mean today.
My God.
I haven't had a lot of sleep, so I'm going to be cranky.
I'm tired and cranky.
So I'm going to take it out on Tripp. I hate this. God, our one viewer is probably just like, did these guys have like a point or like a topic or whatever?
We're at Teen Wolf, and then we're at It, and I just don't know where.
Oh, tangent! We got a drink.
Oh yeah, right.
All right, I'll make the noise now. Hold on. Let me find something. Okay. No, it doesn't make the same noise. Hold on.
Glass bottles, baby.
I'm trying. Okay, hold on. It doesn't make the same. Is that close enough?
No, I got you.
How does he do it? I was literally clanking against like a wine glass or a wine bottle.
Glass and bottle.
But yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you up to?
What, like right now or in life?
I just meant like, what are you watching, reading, like creating, that kind of thing.
Still watching some Critical Role. I'm farther than that. I'm like in the 130, so I'm really close to finishing that. I finished up Rick and Morty recently, so that was nice.
How's that season?
It was good. I definitely enjoyed it because towards the end they looped it back around to make sense. I was like, okay, it's not just random. Good. Even though I enjoy the randomness, but it was nice to tie back in because I don't know when they were going to do it.
What was the, without going really into spoilers, I guess, like, was it more similar to season 1 where things were a lot less connected, or was it closer to, like, which season was it where Rick, spoilers again, guys, if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, but what season did Rick go to jail?
Pretty sure that was season 2, I think.
That's what I thought. But yeah. Was it as connected as... I remember season 2 being fairly connected.
Yeah. It's... I mean, they give hints and, like, references throughout the series, but, from what I could tell, like, it was all kind of randomness, and then, like, the last 2 episodes hooked the rest together. 2 to 3 episodes.
That's interesting that they do that, because they could just go straight episodic, more like what Family Guy does, where it's almost like... And I've heard other people say this too, where it's almost like you could put each episode in like its own universe, where it's like stuff will happen, but then by the end everything will be fine, kind of thing.
Right. But I do enjoy that they have like a little bit of connectivity through it, like the crack in the driveway from season 1. It's still there. I was like, okay, that's good. Yeah,
and I'm sure you saw like the little live action thing they did where Christopher Lloyd played Doc, and they had the, speaking of a co-star from It, they had that guy from It, and also was he in I'm Not Okay With This? No, I'm thinking of the other guy. Right. Yeah, I saw live action. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Are they gonna do something bigger with this, or this just for like, advertisement? I could see them like say, because they always do the thing where in certain episodes, like, I know Family Guy did this too, where like they went into like an alternate universe almost, and like there was like a live action Brian and Stewie. I remember The Simpsons did that as well for one of their Treehouse of Horrors. That was pretty cool. Were they yellow? I mean, well, Homer went into like the real world, except he was like anime. He was like CG. But oh yeah. You remember that one? Yeah, I remember that one. I had that. That was one of the first when I was growing up, and I was in high school. That was one of the ones. I forget where I got it from, but like I had like a DVD of it. Nice.
Because I was about to say, yeah, I have that same DVD, and I watched it forever ago. It was like the only DVD I had of it. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Treehouse of Horror? My shit.
Yeah, I had like the where they used to do the whole speaking of like our topic, which is nostalgia. I guess we'll get to that later. But they had a whole thing where they basically like they would put compilations out. I had the whole season, but I also did have the compilation. They used to do that a lot more with shows. I don't think that's as much a thing anymore with like streaming.
Hmm.
But I don't know if you remember when I don't. Did you watch Batman the animated series when you were a kid?
Bits of it, yeah.
Yeah, where they. I don't know if you remember this. Like speaking of like throwbacks, VHS they had of they wouldn't release like seasons back, or they would on VHS, but it wasn't of like animated shows like Batman. Usually they would have like it would be like a villain on the front cover, or it would be Batman or Robin. It would be like these are centered on these characters, and they would have like maybe 2 or 4 episodes on it of that character.
Yeah.
And then
I
like
think I have like a Dragon Ball Z one of that, and I have a Sailor Moon VHS. It's like 2 episodes on it or so, or more. I can't remember.
Amanda has those too. The thing that's interesting, she got those because I don't know if you know about this. I'm not really the Sailor Moon guy, but they they had like they changed the voice cast when they re-released it or whatever.
I don't know that.
And so she has the old VHS with like the original dub, and she says it's not as good, but it's what she grew up with, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of like us with like you brought up the Dragon Ball Z VHSs, and they would have like I'm pretty sure like most of them would be like the edited versions that we saw on TV. From what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know after a while, like it was a big deal back then when they started releasing the uncut ones on DVD, and I think maybe VHS as well, depending on which copy you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Speaking of nostalgia, growing up, my friend had, and it's one of the worst ones of the whole Dragon Ball Z. Like, you know how they would have those movies that didn't really tie into anything, but it was like the movie thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I explained that well.
Like Broly or something?
Yeah.
Those were connected, right?
No, those are separate continuity. Like, they were connected, but when you really look at them, and like a lot of people consider those like non-canon because they didn't happen in the manga.
Right.
But yeah, I mean the most recent, like the newest, like Dragon Ball Super Broly, like that's connected because the creator of Dragon Ball Z made it.
Yeah.
But like those old ones, it actually was a Broly movie. He had like he would go and visit his family, and he had like a crappy bootleg of Bio Broly.
Ooh.
And I remember watching it and just being really excited, but also since it was a bootleg, it was I think I quickly lost interest because they didn't have the dub. It was just the original sub, and I don't even remember if there were subtitles or not on it. That's how much of a bootleg it was.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where I think me and him, or maybe just me, growing up with ADD, I think I just lost interest after a while.
Right.
I'm like, what? I gotta read? Are you serious?
Oh my god. It's like I'm in school again.
I gotta read this thing. I didn't watch TV to read a book. If I wanted a book, I would just crack a book open.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was one of the ones where it was like we were watching it. It might have had subtitles because I remember him explaining to me what certain like, and this is really random, but what like the difference between money there and here, like when they said like yeni there is like what their money, like monetary thing is. Like we have dollars, they have like yen and like yeni, that kind of thing. I think, I don't know, don't at me in the comment section or anything. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah.
Time to get you.
Yeah, I would actually welcome some sort of, as long as it's not someone being like, you suck or whatever. I wouldn't mind somebody, interacting if it is to be like, actually, it's this thing.
Careful what you ask for.
You're gonna make a whole account just to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you suck. I just wanted to tell you that. This is totally off, like, it got me thinking about reviews and stuff. I don't know if you do this. This might just be a weird thing I do when I'm bored. I'll start looking up reviews of places I used to work. And there was one, like, where, like, I used to work at a courthouse, and there was one where the guy did not have to go that hard, but he did. And he was just coming for this poor lady that, like, talking about how it was so fucked up. He was talking about how, like, the only thing productive she does is waste the oxygen of other productive people around her.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it was just like, he was just going, like, at this lady. I was just like, I know she sucks as a worker, but you don't have to basically call her, like, a waste of existence. That's what he basically called her.
Oh my god.
I was just like, this guy probably, knowing stuff like that, I'm like, that's not something he just came up with in the moment. It's probably something he thought all the way home and, like, thought, yeah, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say that, and that, and that.
I'm really going to show her.
Yeah, something she's never going to read or care about.
Right.
Off this one guy. But yeah. Speaking of, like, nostalgic stuff, I know me and you were talking off microphone about, like, the old orange cassette tapes that were like the Nickelodeon things. Like, what was your I'm trying to think. What was your favorite Nickelodeon, like, cartoon growing up? Like, something you had on, like, one of the... Did you get the orange cassette tapes or no?
Yeah. Rugrats.
Right?
Yep, I have, when they went to Paris, or when they went to the jungle, I can't remember which one I have.
Both of those aren't that great.
I enjoyed them for the time, because I was like, I used to love Rugrats. I mean, I still do, because, Rugrats is fire.
You know them... Oh, go ahead.
Wait, what were you saying?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, I enjoyed those ones. I'm pretty sure I have one of them. I could probably find it, but I don't know where it is right now.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, I remember just watching that, and that one, the one with the wild thornberries, I think that's the one you're talking about, the other one.
Wild thornberries? What, a crossover?
Yeah, that was a crossover movie. You didn't know that?
No, I'm talking about the one with, like, the train car and the monkeys.
Yeah, that's the same one.
No.
Yes, it is.
I don't remember no thornberries on that. I'm gonna have to Google this shit.
Yeah, Spike, Bruce Willis was played by Spike. Or Spike played Bruce Willis. Spike didn't play Bruce Willis. I said it right the first time.
True.
Edit that out. Wait, I'm the one editing.
From what I remember, I don't remember that crossover, but it could have been.
No, it was a movie.
That too.
No, I'm telling you, they made 3 movies.
I know. It was called the Rugrats movie.
That's the first one. Well, what am I talking about
that's
then?
the Paris one, you're right.
Oh yeah, I thought so. Wait, so which one did you see?
Go Wild? Rugrats Go Wild? Was that it?
Girls Gone
Oh,
Wild?
that is Thornsberry.
Thornsberry?
You know what I'm saying, man.
I'm just trying to help you out, man.
Shit, I guess it was, but that does not look familiar to me. Weird. Alright.
You thought you...
movie I totally forgot. I just remember one bit, and I was like, yep, I saw it.
You probably just saw the trailer.
Yeah, you probably saw the trailer, you dumb shit.
Probably watched the trailer. You stupid man.
You confused the trailer with the movie.
Dumbass.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this scene real quick. Rugrats. It was that ooh ee ooh ah ah, that song. Remember that was in there?
Yeah, whatever, man.
Whatever, man. All right, cool.
No. I do remember it though.
Song.
This is riveting podcasting. So yeah,
tell me which movie it was.
Dead Air.
It says Witch Doctor. What the hell?
That's culturally insensitive.
That's what it says. I'm just reading it, bro.
I'm not accusing you. I know you didn't make the movie.
I helped write it. I jam with them all the time.
Huh?
I helped write it. I jam with them all the time.
Oh yeah. Weren't you like in high school when the first one came out?
What, the first Rugrats movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so. That was like 1995. Oh no.
I know, you're old. That was the joke.
2003. Get it? Rugrats movie, 1998. Woohoo!
We're being really mean to each other. Mostly I'm being mean to you.
Mostly you being mean. Hey, one viewer, you hear this shit?
Call the police.
Call the police. Cop twice. Call the police.
I don't know if any of this is going to be usable.
Just cut it all.
Yeah.
And it says, welcome to the tangent. All right, see you later.
Right. This is the closest to how Trippiverse probably used to be, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was that mean to you back then. I was probably scared of you.
Why are you scared of me?
I don't know, man. You're kind of intimidating.
Oh,
I was like insecure back then, though, so I was like, I want to be cool. How would I be cool? Make fun of myself.
Yeah. If I make fun of myself, no one else can. No one else can hurt me.
No one else could. No, like you play. Literally, that's what I used to do.
I'm saying it because I get it.
Oh yeah. Or you would beat like I don't know if you got bullied at all when you were younger.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like you would kind of beat the bullies to like the punchline, so like that way they couldn't do it. If you were doing it, you could always control how mean you were or whatever to yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of. I think the way I dealt with bullies was just like kind of thing where it's like kind of turn the other cheek kind of thing, or make it seem like it has no effect, because then it's like, where's the power then?
But then they keep doing it.
Sometimes, but if you give the right kind of nod, I feel like at least it worked for me a little bit. I just kind of shoved it off. I was like, all right, whatever, man.
Or if you act like you like it.
They're like, oh man, this has no effect. Why am I doing this? And they kind of question themselves.
Yeah,
it depends on the situation, but yeah.
Yeah, because that whole thing. I don't know if you ever got the advice. It only worked for me once growing up. That where they said like, oh, just stand up to the bully. Like that works.
Yeah. That can, again, it's situational for sure, but
sometimes you get your ass beat.
Sometimes it happens.
I didn't ever get that, but I thought I was like, oh yeah, like I'm like gonna stand up to the bully. Like usually that was not the move.
Right.
It's like no, I didn't know we were gonna talk about this today.
Me either.
But yeah, usually for me, I would like try to find either common ground or I would try to just get along with the person, because usually there was only maybe one time where the person that was quote unquote bullying me was actually trying to like be really mean and like hurt me or anything. For the most part, it would just be people saying really messed up stuff to me, kind of like what we're doing now, and then being like, I'm just playing.
I always hated those bullies, so I became one of them. If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, about high school sucked. But yeah, anyway, where are we going with this?
Rugrats, the bullies, I don't know.
I don't know. That was just something on my mind. But yeah, I guess like, do you know, did you know they're doing that new Rugrats CG show?
Ooh, I didn't know there was a CG one. No, the last one I saw was All Grown Up. That's the last one I saw.
That one's not great.
Yeah, when they're in like middle school or high school or wherever they are.
Yeah. Do you remember how that started?
What, like the first episode?
Or how they got there?
I I think it was like Angelica like telling them stories, and then that's where it was, right? Like it was all in their head, kind of.
Kinda. Like, I thought I dreamed this up for a second, but I remember and Rugrats was so bizarre. Like it would have moments where it's like really sweet, like with Chucky's mom and everything.
Mm.
But like, there would be like Chucky's mom being dead. Obviously, people seen the show. It's like 20 years old or something now. Like, guys, like if you haven't seen it yet, it's not my fault. Don't come for me. But yeah, they were like in this closet thing, and maybe they were telling stories, but I thought it was like some sort of time machine situation.
Not from, or maybe I'm thinking about, or just like, I mean, this is all vague memories, so I don't know if it all connects.
You saw the trailer for the episode.
Shut up. Can't tell a trailer for a movie apart.
You stupid man.
But I think it was like them trying to introduce the show all grown up or so. So it was showing Angelica talking to all the kids.
And like a closet, right?
Yeah, and like kind of like telling it. Then it went to the scene where they're all grown up, kind of.
They fell out of the closet, right?
I think so.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Yeah. Can you quit it?
Yeah. Can you stop? I thought this was a podcast, not you talking by yourself.
Jeez.
Someone said it.
Someone had to say it.
Yep. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break right here, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. And I got, just to get in the whole nostalgic mindset, I got the Fruit Gushers, and I also got the Freak Show wine with me, a Michael David joint.
Whoa.
It's got like a little like what's this guy right here? It doesn't say, but he looks like kind of like a Wolfman type thing going on right here.
Good stuff.
We're on the Michael David Winery, American Winery of the Year, 2020. Wine enthusiast.
We're not sponsored by them, but
I wanted to talk about him, okay? But yeah, I guess I'm something of a wine enthusiast myself.
I guess you could say.
I guess. If you drink a lot of wine, does that make you a wine enthusiast? Hey, shut up.
Shut up.
I think you might have a problem. I'm fine.
I'm an enthusiast.
Enthusiast. Pass enthusiast.
I think you're more like an expert. Oh, that's good. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Not the kind of expert you are, but you see, you got that little ASMR. Got some Fruit Gushers, about to burst those out.
Oh, man.
All over your face.
Alright.
Alright, calm down, sir. But yeah, sorry, I don't mean for the mic to pick it up.
Continuously rips it in front of the mic.
There you go, got it all up in there.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
Let me get as loud as I possibly can.
Someone's sleeping on the podcast. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they fall asleep listening to it, and it's like, what is that?
Wake up from that.
Amanda did that to me one time.
What?
I was like hugging her, saying goodbye to her or something. Might have been touching her face, and she literally just pushed me away from her.
Why?
She was asleep. I was like, why'd you do that? It's like, because you were touching my face. I'm like, you were asleep. You didn't intentionally do that.
I mean, yeah, I can get that. Like, if someone's trying to wake me up and I'm not expecting it, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I get violent.
Last time I tried to touch your face.
If I'm sleeping, watch out.
Just break in.
Like, attack! Attack!
Good night, sweet prince. Get out of here. You wanna record a podcast?
I'm sleeping. Get out of here.
That's the only time I have to do it. I traveled all this way.
I heard people speak the most honest when they're asleep, so I figured I'd come in now and ask, what do you think about the podcast? I fucking hate it. Oh, wow. This
Wow.
is honest. I'm awake, and I still hate it.
I'm not asleep. Your theory doesn't work. Damn. He got me there. But yeah, what was... I guess, like, I don't know if you're the same as me, but we're speaking... You're not the same as me. We're different people. I don't know why I said that.
We are not the same.
We might look similar and sometimes be accused of being brothers, but we are not the same person. But yeah, I don't know if you ever had this moment where when you were a kid, you much more, like, everything you see basically is good.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, when you're a kid, like, everything you watch is awesome. Like, you haven't developed those critical skills yet to, like, look at something and be like, I have a problem with this part or this aspect of it, that kind of thing.
Actually, no, I feel like I knew, kind of, but I didn't. Like, I didn't, there were some movies where I just couldn't finish them. I was like, why can't I finish this movie? And I just found out it's just a bad movie. But as a kid, I was like, I want to watch this. I want to watch this, but I couldn't finish it. And then I realized I was like, oh, because it's just not good. You're not interested in it. You're trying to force it on. And I was like, okay, I do have opinions. I just didn't know how to use them.
Right. My first one with that kind of thing was, speaking of Dragon Ball Z, it was the Majin Buu arc, where I watched it, and I kind of had this feeling, because at first, like, with Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, wow, this is all really great, and then I had that moment where I had that turn, because basically every other stuff, like, I was just kind of like, no, this is good, like, I wasn't really that super critical of things, like, I didn't think certain things were bad back then, and so, like, I saw the Majin Buu arc, and I had that one moment where I'm like, oh, everything is not good. Like, things can be bad.
I do have a memory of, like, the first time, I remember being, like, sad through a movie. Do you have a memory like that? Like, the first time, like, you're like, oh, I get this. Or, you know what I mean?
Like, sad, like Bambi's mom dying sad? Or, like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember, like, what movie where you're like, oh, that's that feeling. Hello.
Maybe, like, I don't know, because when I was younger, the weird thing is, like, it's almost like I would have to work myself up to, like, crying, I guess, or, like, getting really emotional. Like, I'd still get emotional, but I wouldn't cry.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, or just, like, sad in general, because, like, I remember watching kids when I was younger, and, for example, like, the Bambi's mom, like, I don't remember being sad for that, because maybe I just didn't understand it at that time, but,
What do you mean you didn't understand it? Bambi's mom's dead.
I know, but it didn't affect me like, you know, it would to, like, an adult or something.
Okay, I got you.
I was like, oh, okay, anyways, Bambi, cool. But, I think I mentioned it before on one of these, I don't remember, but, I think the first time I remember was Land Before Time, when the mom dies in that, or the father or the grandpa, I can't remember the bigger dinosaur.
Whichever, who cares?
I remember being sad that I was like, I turned around, I was like, oh my god, Mom, look, it's Dad, or something. I can't remember what I said, but yeah, I remember that being the first time I was like, oh, these are emotions. Hello.
Hello. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't really remember what used to really get me. Maybe Lion King.
I remember, like, watching it later and being sad at it, but yeah, again with, like, that one, I don't remember being sad the first watch.
Really?
I mean, I think so. Maybe I was like, oh, that's a bummer, but I don't know. Maybe I developed my emotional capabilities later. I don't know. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, I know definitely with me, I didn't start becoming more of a softie until I got, like, a little bit older, I guess. Like, where stuff, like, I used to watch, say, like, it's kind of a different thing, but, I used to watch, like, I still do watch Boy Meets World, but when I was younger, it was kind of just, like, stuff wouldn't make me as emotional, but now it makes me emotional in kind of a different way.
Right.
Like, it's more just like that show is so, like, just effortlessly, like, either sweet or, like, something will happen that's just really endearing, and, like, you get emotional because of just how sincere and how, like, you know, just how sweet and just, like, kind of, like, just how it's written kind of
Right.
makes you emotional. Sometimes it's not even sad, it's just, it just gets an emotional response from you. Sometimes it's, I get, like, a little bit, like, you know, I well up a little bit.
Mm. And you feel like you didn't have that when you were younger when you watched it?
Definitely not. I used to have to blink a lot to make myself cry, I guess.
I know this part is emotional. I just don't understand it, so I have to work it in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why when I was younger, like, I would have to almost, like, it's not faking emotions, but I would have to, like, get there, I guess.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I don't remember. Well, yeah, I don't remember really doing that. Because that would mean you get it, but like you want to be sadder with it. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, like, you want to get there. I remember being younger, and I was just like, I'm supposed to be sad here. Like, I was sad, but I was trying to make myself cry.
Why?
No, just because it was emotional. I don't know.
I have to develop these emotions now.
It's almost like sociopathic, almost. Like, I had to, like, you ever get that sometimes where, like, I do get emotional about things, but, like, you have to kind of, I wouldn't say remind yourself, but, like, you kind of have to, you hear something sad, like, say somebody's, like, they're going through something, and you have to kind of be like, okay, like, I'm supposed to be sad here. Like, you don't automatically feel it sometimes.
That's a sociopath thing.
Okay, I might be a sociopath then.
You might be a sociopath.
Whoops.
Do you watch TV during the day? You might be a sociopath.
Well, that just checks off all the boxes.
No, I don't know. I have had moments where like I'm trying to get myself sad because sometimes you need that release. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you
I don't
watch
know if
something
it's
sad?
What if
Were you watch something sad to kind of get yourself there?
that or just remember old shit? But yeah. But my life is sadder than any movie.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh damn it!
It's supposed to be a fun podcast. Remember, Tripp?
Oh yeah, right. Hi everyone.
No, we're past that.
All right.
Whoops.
Whoops.
But yeah, I was trying to like think like, yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Like, I would go through times where, like, you ever feel like sometimes like you just, like you said, like you need that release, or like you feel like I need to watch this sad thing, or I need to cry today, and you're not really sure why. Like, you're not really upset, but you just kind of feel that emotion.
Oh yeah.
My thing for that is,
Your go-to.
I was gonna finish my sentence.
Sorry.
Anyway, interrupt me again. But my thing is like anything to do with my grandpa. My grandpa died like a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
So if I need to cry or whatever, there's this scene. I don't know if I brought up Smallville before. Growing up, I was a really big fan of Smallville. Like, I still am, but I definitely do see its flaws now. It's kind of like why I like Teen Wolf, is because Teen Wolf reminds me a lot of like what I kind of think of Smallville as.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf might be a little better. Hot take.
Hot take.
It's a little bit more. I'll say this. Smallville definitely had high highs and low lows. Like, where like Smallville, some of the actors they had on there were amazing, and like it would have like really amazing episodes. But like I feel like Teen Wolf is just more consistent with its quality, if that makes any sense.
And being developed at different times, like I'm sure. I was about to say I'm sure if Smallville was now, I don't know how it would do, but technically they have Smallville now again, right?
Yeah, they were. I don't know if it's official yet. I know that Michael Rosenbaum, I listened to his Inside of You podcast where he talks about psychology and a bunch of stuff like that. And he was talking about how him and Tom Welling, who played Superman, or Clark Kent, were going to make like an animated like movie, or I've heard movie or series. I I hear so far it's in development, but then again, I won't really believe it until like I see it finished, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was talking about the same guy from Team of Tyler Lochner.
Lochner? Hecklin?
Lochner. Sorry, yeah, that guy.
You're thinking of Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, that's right. Twilight, yeah. But yeah, that guy. But, he's in Superman and Lois or whatever it's called. Ain't that basically Smallville? I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
You're just speaking out of your ass right now.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and from the trailers, I watched the show, the trailer.
Oh God, nice.
It was like showing the farm and like his life there and stuff. So I was like, is this basically a Smallville reboot? Question mark.
I will say this for that show, it has its moments. It's almost like it does take place in Smallville, like the town.
Yeah.
It's almost like that, but better. Like it's more realistic with like the whole teenagers thing and like what they actually go through.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like it's an amazing show. Like I know a lot of people were complaining, this isn't a spoiler, that it almost felt like, like some movies where it has like 3 or 4 endings.
Yeah.
They were complaining about that, where they were just like, there's almost like you had like 3 or 4 season finales in one season. And I think part of that might have been because they had delays, and so they stretched the season out a little bit.
Yeah.
And had like some extra episodes, because originally I think it was only supposed to be maybe 11 episodes, but they stretched it to 13. I didn't mind it. I mean, there were definitely moments where I was watching, and I get the criticism, but like I liked it. Like it, for me, it's almost like watching a Superman movie every week. Like the characterization's great, the writing's great, it looks like a movie, so it's almost like you get like a Superman like mini movie every week, which is amazing,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's definitely the big selling point for me. I own it, but like a lot of things I haven't read it yet. It's like the Superman like Super Sons thing where he has like a kid. In that one he has just one kid, but in the show he has 2 kids. So it's almost like a side of Superman that we haven't seen in live action yet, which was also cool. Yeah, I'd highly recommend that show.
Yeah, from what I heard, they're good.
It's really good. You should check it out.
Whatever, man.
Whatever. Come on.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out at some point.
I do that. You don't say that.
You don't. That's my line.
That's my line.
Read the script again.
Yeah.
We have scripts? Oh, fuck, hold
on. Hold on. Laughs at stupid joke. Oh, shit.
Okay, we're on track. All right, continue.
You don't read the direction out loud.
God damn it.
How many times we gotta have this conversation? You know what? Just cut the episode.
Just cut it.
But yeah, I was trying to think. I have like a whole like, I know your room is almost like a nostalgia museum anyway.
Right.
With like all the stuff you have. Like I know you got like the Crow and stuff like that. What was the first I'm trying to think. What was like when you were a kid, were you allowed to watch like R-rated movies and stuff?
Yeah. For the most part, like horror movies. Yeah, I was allowed to watch those, or at least most of them. I think I had to wait for some, but I didn't really know what they were, so it didn't matter. But I definitely watched like Evil Dead for sure. That's definitely part of my history. And I remember seeing It when I was really young. Or the one with Steve Curry. Steve Curry?
Steve Curry's a football player, I think.
Son of a bitch.
It's Tim Curry, you stupid son of a bitch.
Tim Curry.
I'm being so mean to you. I apologize. You know I love you, man.
Love you too.
Oh, so sweet.
It's on air.
Now give him a kiss. No.
Alright. Let's cut it.
Alright, let's cut this part out.
No, but for the most part, yeah. It was mostly horror movies. I saw Aliens when I was younger, too.
Ooh, which one? You said Aliens or Alien?
Aliens, I remember more. I think I might have seen Alien, but I remember Aliens the most because I remember watching that one the most.
Which one do you prefer?
I think Aliens, the second one, is like really, really good. But I can understand the first one being kind of like a slow like rise into the horror. But I don't know, like it seemed like they had like everything together. They're all on the right right page with Aliens for sure.
Well, for me, I know it was like I don't remember how old I was when I started watching. I remember one day I started really getting to horror movies when I was like in high school, I think. You know what my
Damn,
first
late baby.
yeah, well I was sheltered as a kid. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I think my first like horror movie was Halloween.
Wow, that's a pretty dark one. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like I feel like that's like the base. You know, basically it's just like if you're gonna start out with like one of the best of all time, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good start for sure.
And my mom, we were at Carowinds one day. I remember this whole thing, and she like I think I was maybe like 14 or something. I'm not sure how old I was, but she was telling me. I think it was when they were still together, my parents, and she was talking about, oh well, you know, I think you're old enough. Yeah, like we can let's get you like Halloween. Like you've never seen that, right? Let's watch Halloween. I was like, okay. So like
You watched it with the family.
yeah,
Nice, nice.
there was definitely some scenes in there where like there was some nudity.
Right.
And it was just really uncomfortable for those parts. Not the killing or anything. That was fine. It was just the nudity. I was just like, this is really awkward.
Right.
It's like, I anyway, I really love that movie, and that got me started watching, like stuff like that. I saw that. I still haven't seen The Thing yet. That's on my list. I own it.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah, and so I saw that one, and I was a lot more easily scared back then, and so like that really got me. The Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the most recent one?
Halloween Kills or so.
No, not that one. The one that came out before it.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one yet. No.
Are you serious?
I recently just saw the Rob Zombie one, which was like it was alright.
What the first one?
Yeah, his Rob Zombie's first Halloween one. Yeah,
It's
I saw that one
fine.
recently. I was like, it's alright. I feel like it was missing something, but I don't know.
It I don't. When I was younger, I definitely liked it a lot more.
Yeah,
But the older I got, the more I was just like, aesthetically, there are parts of this I like. I I don't mind Laurie in those movies, like who they cast as Laurie. She seems more. She looks like a teenager more than Jamie Lee Curtis did.
right.
Like more believably. But I know like my favorite will always be the first one. But the most recent Halloween movie, like that one that Blumhouse made,
Yeah.
that one was really good. I remember watching it. I own it. Like it's on my floor here somewhere. But it's really good. We should definitely watch that one day. Not even for a podcast, just to watch it together. You know, maybe crack open a couple of bottles or whatever and just kick back and watch it. Man, it's a good movie.
Couple of brewskis.
Couple of brewskis, bruh.
I did hear it was good, and plus like they said like they kind of skipped some movies. They're like, this never happened, kind of thing. They're like, here's the first one. This is the sequel.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you saw like the trailer, but I wasn't trying to make that joke. But in the trailer, they had like the whole twist where Laurie's supposed to be related to Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said like somebody's like, aren't they related? And they were like, no, it's just something somebody made up.
And it got itself into Rob Zombie's movie somehow.
Yeah, like they incorporated there, but like I like how they immediately just dispel that because it makes it too easy then. Like it kind of takes away the mystique of Michael a little bit if you make it like, oh, that's his sister or whatever.
Right. And I haven't seen the original in forever, but they always keep him a mystery, right?
Yeah. In the first one, he's literally not called Michael Myers. Well, I mean, his name is that, but he's credited in the credits after the movie as like the Shape,
Right.
which is cool.
I think that might have been one of the problems with Rob Zombie. It's like they gave him a backstory, which was cool, but at the same time, it kind of took away from him being kind of like undefeatable evil. It was like, all right, we gave him a human side. All right, no, we didn't. Yes, we did. It's gone. It's here. So I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you should, what you should watch next if you watch the first Rob Zombie one.
Mm.
Watch how much of a shit show the sequel is.
I heard it was shit. I might want to watch it just because of that. So
I will say this as the one compliment. When I was younger, again, I was much more easily frightened. The parts where Laurie has like PTSD and some of the imagery was really creepy to me.
For the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out for that, just to see what kind of train wreck it is.
I mean, Rob Zombie's good at visuals. I mean, most of his, I'm pretty sure he started out like, he makes like obviously music, but I'm pretty sure he started out directing his own music videos. So some parts of that very much feel like a music video.
Mm.
And like those scenes are cool. Like they logically, like it's kind of stupid, but like I haven't seen any of his other movies, so I don't really have anything to compare it to.
Mm. I watched a few of those. I watched some of House of a Thousand Corpses and the Devil's Rejects. I watched, I think, the first one of that, and that was about it.
I hear the
might have
devil.
seen some more, but I can't remember.
I hear the Devil's Rejects is like really good.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was really good and had some like crazy gore in it. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, I think he definitely. I don't know. Like I'm not. I know Joe Rogan's a problematic figure or whatever, but like he did. I kind of like hearing Rob Zombie just talk about like making stuff. Like if you ever look up Joe Rogan interviewed him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely watch that. It's just interesting hearing his life story, where he came from, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I've heard bits of that one, and I think Rob Zombie's cool as a kind of person, but just the Halloween movies were like, man. And then I don't know, some of his other movies, like some pieces, I'm like, I don't know if you needed that, but all right.
I will say this: it's kind of cool he cast his wife in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. His wife's not a great actress, but it's admirable.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. We should make a shirt for this. Dude, that'd be really cool. Make a shirt for this podcast where it just says "whatever, man."
Right.
Just have like under like small letters be like the Tangential Exchange.
Whatever, man.
Have a little quote marks around it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, like I'm looking at the Freak Show thing. If you're really into like American Horror Story.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that.
Yeah, first season's the best one, and I haven't seen all the seasons. I've seen the first and the second season. I've seen parts of the other ones. Hot take, my personal opinion, they probably should have ended after the first season.
Damn. One shot.
I like the second season. The whole asylum thing is good. I hear there are some fans of like the whole coven thing. And like I'm sure it gets better, but for me, I feel like the best season was still the first season.
Yeah. I remember watching a lot more of the first season. I don't think I finished it, but
You didn't finish the first season?
No, I forgot why I stopped watching it. I don't remember.
Evan Peters was just too pretty.
No, you got it. That was it. But I enjoy the idea of it, like the premise where the characters would play different people in the next season and keep going. I was like, is this all connected? It might be, but I haven't I haven't watched. So I like the idea of it, but after watching some, I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of bored, even though it's like all the things I think I would want.
I do know they do connect it after a while. I forget which season, but like I know after a while they definitely do start connecting the story together, or the characters.
Right. I was like, I hope they bring it together. Like, why are they the same people? And like, in a some kind of loop or in limbo or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen the most. I know they do. Like, there's a new spin-off series. I think it's called American Horror Stories.
Yeah, I saw I saw it. I saw the trailer. But from what I heard so far, it's all right. I heard some people be like, "Why? Why is this? Why are they doing this?"
I think it's shorter, maybe. I think maybe it's like one episode anthology instead of like a whole season. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't looked too far into it, so I don't know. But from what I heard on the outside, everyone's like,
It's okay.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of what I've been seeing. But instead of just other people's opinions, so I don't know. I might have to see it, but I didn't care for most of this ends up, the original. So I was like,
Do you have any I don't know if you do this, but do you have any like childhood things you watched that aren't good but you still love it, like almost like guilty pleasures or something?
I don't know. Give me an example of yours. I'll think of mine.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to throw it back at me.
Throw it back.
I'm really trying to think. Something that I know is not great, but I still love it anyway. I guess that would be Batman Forever for me.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah. Even though, I like that one, so maybe I'm on that list. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember Batman's nipples, the nipples on the suit.
Yeah, that was just a weird choice.
And the crotch zoom, the chest zoom.
The crotch zoom and the ass zoom were just something where I'm just like, who likes seeing that? I'm like, I could see if it was the dude's actual butt, then maybe, but I'm just like, it's rubber. It's not even poorly fitting rubber, too.
It's just a stupid boulder.
What's that a reference to?
The SpongeBob. It's a rock.
It's a rock. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I said it, yeah. No, I can't think of anything. Well, I know there's like a few games that
Go into those.
Yeah, I know one of my related back to Aliens, the video game Alien vs Predator. That was I love that shit. Even though the reviews are really low for it, but just being a fan of aliens and predators and being able to climb on the walls, and I was like, dude, I get to be a xenomorph. This is cool as fuck. So I don't know. I pushed past all the bad reviews. I was like, I enjoy this. This is good.
Nice. I know, definitely. Isn't that one where I heard it from the Hey Do You Remember podcast? I know they're disbanded now, which is depressing. But I think they were talking about it on there, where they said you can play as the alien for part of it.
They had 3 stories, so you could play if you ever played Resident Evil 6, you can play those different storylines for all the different characters. And it was like a 3-part. You play through the alien story, the predator story, and the marine story. And then they had an online mode where you could pick who you want to be and fight each other. It was pretty fire. Even though it had a few bugs and it was kind of not well put together, it was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot.
Right. I know that maybe it was a sequel, but there was a level or a version of it you could play where you could be an alien and you could go inside someone's body and then explode out.
Chest busters, yeah. I don't remember that. It might have been a different one. Well, the one I'm talking about is the PS3, Xbox 360 one.
Gotcha.
I know they had an old one, a side scroller where you fight each other. But I never played that one, even though I heard it was really cool. But yeah, I'm talking about the newer one.
No. I think it's the sequel.
The sequel?
Yeah, there was an Alien vs Predator 2.
I know there's a sequel to the movie.
No. I'm saying I've seen footage of it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's in here.
it's an older one.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if it's older than PS3, then I probably didn't play it.
Speaking of like that kind of stuff, like just I guess we're just going into scary stuff. What was your first horror movie? Do you remember?
That's a tough one. I mean, I want to say Evil Dead, but oh no, yeah, I want to say that, but they're probably different ones because, like I told you, my dad had a VHS like a movie store before, so I've probably seen ones before, but I can vaguely remember them.
Wait, was it in like where you guys are now, or before you guys moved over here?
Yeah, it was in New York. It was a cool video store there. I think it was called like something simple like Video Image or something, and it was pretty cool. Like the memories I have of like running through the video store and going between like the little shelf and shit. That was some good shit.
Right. I definitely do think that I love streaming. I love the convenience of it, but I definitely do think that we lost something when we lost like Blockbuster and like movie gallery is the one I mostly went to when I was younger.
Yeah, I remember Movie Gallery, and I was actually watching something about it recently. It was like a What's Mojo nostalgia, what we don't have now, or something like that. But they talked about Blockbuster, and apparently there's like one left in like Idaho or something. One left, I think.
Dude, we should do a road trip there one day.
Right, go to Blockbuster, rent some movies, and never go back to Idaho.
Or we could just buy one from there, just so we didn't have to worry about the late
But
fees.
Where's the thrill?
We should just steal it.
If I drive that far, I'm not returning it.
Oh, I remember the late fees though. That was the only thing that used to be like a bitch, basically. Like they had like the little slot. Like I remember, they would have like the little mailbox or something where you could drop off the movies, and I guess Movie Gallery would come and pick it up.
Yeah. I don't remember renting too much from there. I think anytime I went there, I was like, I'm just gonna buy it, so I know I have it.
Where's the thrill?
I didn't like the idea of renting back then, so I was like, man.
Did you get
Why?
that old 5-finger discount there too?
No.
I did that one time.
One time, fuck.
I'm not gonna tell that story because it's kind of incriminating.
Shut up. Nothing happened, everyone.
Yeah, I'll just leave it up to the listener's imagination.
That's gonna make it worse.
Oh yeah, I don't have to say the place, but can I tell this story?
It was one pair of shades. I took a shade from the place.
I didn't even remember what it was. Apparently, it had more effect on you than it did on me.
They're still looking for me now.
They have a poorly drawn version of you. It's like a stick figure.
Yeah. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen
a single pair of glasses?
They have like the poorly, like the sunglasses are bigger than like your whole arm.
Right. It was like 10 years ago. We want you now.
The statute of limitations, man.
Coming to get you, Bob, bro.
It's coming to get you, Bob, bro.
9/11 dead.
Yeah, yes, we got it. This is basically like one of our phone calls, guys.
I feel like 9/11 dead might have been on that list, but I know later in life, like I don't know when I was still very young, like before high school and middle school. But I remember I did go back to New York and I watched all the George Romero zombie movies, Day of the Dead, all those.
I've only seen the first one.
Oh man, they're so good. The black and white one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that one, and then he has a remaster of that one, and then the rest are all like that. And they're like Day of the Dead. That's a really good one. Or Day of the Living Dead. Day of the Dead. I remember. I forgot what it was called.
The one at the mall.
Yeah, the mall was good. I think my favorite one was the one with Bob. Do you remember that one? The zombie that kind of they're like working him in a lab and they're like making him remember things.
I've only seen the first one.
Oh, damn, that's right.
Do you remember this one you haven't seen?
Yeah, I think that one was called Day of the Dead, I think. I'll have to look it up. But I remember it was like in a underground like military base, and that's where everyone was hiding because the land was full of zombies, and they were doing experiments.
Right.
They're like we can teach them to become human again or something like that. That was the basis of the premise or whatever.
Okay.
But it was enjoyable, and the gore effects were cool.
Gotcha. Speaking of, have you had a little bit more of your wine there, sir?
Yeah, you could say that.
We're about... Oh, there we go. I can't make the same. Hold on, I got this. How you do it?
How
Oh, duh. I'm so stupid. I have a plastic cup.
Oh, well, there you go.
I was just like, why isn't it working?
Drinking alcohol in a plastic cup. Get out.
Dumbass.
I wasn't going to go that far, but alright.
Like the bullies we talked about earlier, I did it for you.
You remember that?
Yeah. Call back.
Look out.
Look out. But yeah, I guess like, I'm gonna tell like, hold on, guys, I'm gonna leave this in. I gotta turn on the light. It's getting kind of dark. There we go. But I remember one time where I went and saw like, do you remember that movie, The Last Exorcist?
The one that's like filmed from like shaky cam kind of thing.
Found footage type thing.
Yeah. I remember watching that one.
Yeah, that I remember going and seeing it with a friend, and that I guess you could still say I'm like pretty much like kind of religious, but back then I very much believed in the whole like possession thing.
Right.
Now I much more probably think controversial take, but I think that that's mostly probably just mental illness.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, I can't speak because I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it could all
test the demons. Say it's not real.
It could it could all be real. You weren't there with us, but we went down Demon's Trail that one time. And we encountered something. I don't know if it was demons or what, but we definitely encountered something.
You best stop believing in ghost stories.
Believe, boy, believe. But yeah, anyway, we were watching the movie and it really got me. That movie's actually pretty creepy. Whether you go ahead.
I remember watching it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty creepy. I only watched it like once, I think, but from that memory, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it again, but I remember.
Not gonna have to watch it again, I guess.
I remember the whole rules, the rule, like the kind of like country town setting of it. And we at the time kind of lived like I lived in. I don't want to say where it is, but I'll just say South Carolina.
There you go.
And there were like a lot of like fields and stuff.
Right.
And so like in that movie, I'm pretty sure it's around a lot of fields. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but we saw it and it was like maybe at like we got out near midnight or something, and my friend was driving me. We had the windows rolled down, and I kind of started getting creeped out, like when your imagination kind of goes into overdrive and you start like. That's the thing that's more scary than anything. I've been over this on the first episode, but like when you just start picturing like creepy things in the darkness.
Your mind gets to you, for sure.
Yeah. And I started picturing like that girl from there, like in like the cornfield that we were driving by.
He just runs out and hits the car with you, yeah.
And my friend, I don't want to use his real name, my best friend, Jack.
Alright.
I saw Kangaroo Jack up there on the up there on the shelf.
Alright.
But my friend Jack, he keyed into that. Like he noticed that I was kind of freaking out, and I was telling him like he's like, oh, he's freaking out. So he rolled down the windows and started going super slow. Like past it, and I was like, Jack, come on, let's get the fuck out of here. And he finally started moving.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I think now, like I can't speak definitively for it, but I think that most demonic possessions, at least from what I've seen, most of it's just probably mental illness. Like, probably
When you sleep tonight.
undiagnosed mental illness. I mean, some of it could be real. Like, then again, like, full disclaimer, I don't know. Like, I can't say 100%, like, for a fact. Like, I still do believe, and, like, I'm still religious, but, like, there are certain things where I'm just like, I don't know if that's real, though.
I feel like maybe some cases, there's no, I don't have anything to back it up, but I feel like some of them could be something possibly otherworldly for sure.
Well, I think that sometimes some super religious people, like I know I was listening to Let's Do This, and they were talking about a girl who was like German, who they thought was possessed. She ended up dying, but it turns out that like she might have just been schizophrenic. Yeah, and they were kind of just talking about it, and they were just like, yeah, like the people that the priest and everything that were behind the whole thing of like the whole possession thing got like basically sued after she died.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and so like they got in trouble. And like I think that time was a time where like she was that's where I'm more pulling from, where like she was probably just had mental illness, and her, and unfortunately her, her mother, her whoever was her parental figure, and then whoever was over that made the wrong decision and ended up with her dying, which is really unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. But yeah, that's what I love about this podcast, or just like our podcast in general. Is I told you before, it's almost like us recording like a hangout almost.
Right.
And I like that it's not like super structured for the most part. There are certain times I take notes, or I'll have like notes, or like certain times where that's needed. But overall, it's just basically we're just improving the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not quite
more natural.
Oh, natural.
Oh, natural.
That's good. Sorry.
Sorry. But yeah, when you were growing up, did you also watch a lot of Disney movies a lot?
Yeah, like Lion King, Aladdin.
Yeah. Disney New Renaissance, I guess, is what I'd call it.
Hercules, one of my favorites. Tarzan.
Right.
One of my favorites.
Do you remember the, I don't know if you watched Disney Channel like this growing up, but they used to have like the little behind the scenes videos and stuff that they would do between commercial breaks?
Possibly somewhat, I don't know.
I don't remember what it was called, but I think it's on, it's either on the Tarzan DVD or it used to be on the VHS or one of those, but it was, I forget what it was called. Hold on, I might try to look it up real quick. I'm going to leave this in. Let me try to look it up, but if it'll let it load, hold on. But yeah, it was some sort of behind the scenes Disney thing.
When they show like the art and the sketches and everything for it.
Somewhat. It would kind of basically, I don't know if my computer is gonna do it. Okay, we're just gonna let's just pretend like that didn't happen. But yeah, I can actually
We'll do it live.
Yeah, right, we'll do it live. But yeah, it was some sort of behind the scenes thing. I'm sure it'll come to me later. But they did one on Tarzan where it was like, how he kind of, most traditional like Tarzan things, like he just swings from the vines kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you noticed in the movie, I don't know when the last time you've seen it is, but he like, in that one, he kind of almost skates across like the little branches and stuff.
Oh yeah, the vine and shit.
Yeah. And that was like, they went behind the scenes of like, they got, I think, I might be wrong, but I think they got like, someone to, not rotoscoping, but they did like, they had someone like do like the skate moves or whatever in real life to kind of inspire that.
Mm.
But yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, like I always thought that was cool. I found out later that one of my old jobs, I went to like this place called Hollywild where they have a lot of famous animals there,
Mm.
and one of them was either they were the kids of or the original of the lions that they recorded and stuff for reference for the Lion King.
Mm.
So that was cool. I didn't know that
Oh,
Disney
yeah.
did stuff like that. I know that they had like real life models for, I found this out later, for like the Little Mermaid and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they would like have them almost like rotoscoping to an extent. It's more just reference, I think. But they would
I've seen
have,
that.
go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen that before for like Lion King to get the movements right of their shoulders and everything.
Right.
Mm.
And they would have it where it would kind of like I've seen like footage of like the aerial double they would have where they would have her, act like or do certain parts, so I guess it would look more realistic once they animated it.
Mm.
I know a show that I haven't finished, but now I appreciate much more, especially with the last season of it being so good. Samurai Jack. I don't know if you watched that growing up.
Mm. I remember a few episodes. I didn't catch it all the time, but I watched a few for sure.
I know me with ADD, like I definitely did watch it, like, but there would be some times where I was more gravitated toward it, kind of like you, and other times where I would just be like, I think I'm gonna see what else is on, kind of thing.
Yeah, I would watch it like when it was on TV. Like, I don't remember like being back there and be like, oh, I gotta sit down now. It was just like I would turn on the TV and if it was on, I'd watch it, or whatever. Same with like Powerpuff Girls and all those.
Oh, dude, do you remember? I think we probably talked about it before. Do you remember that one really dark episode of Powerpuff Girls?
Which one?
Oh, the one, man. The one where,
Oh yeah, I feel like we did talk about this. Yeah, I remember this.
yeah, where him was like, they went to the future on accident,
Yeah,
and him, like, took over.
yeah.
I remember, again, being really sensitive to horror, like, scary things. Like, that would fuck me up. Like, there was certain parts of that where it's just, like, where the creepiest things, for, like, a kid's show, I was surprised they were able to get away with that. But, like, they would have, like, Miss Bellum was, like, their kindergarten teacher was, like, frozen in time and, like, almost, like, zombie looking.
Yeah, I remember a few of those episodes.
Yeah, and then, like, the part that used to really creep me out was, their kind of father figure, Professor Utonium, was like trying to, like in this post apocalyptic world, trying to remix like the different chemicals to make them again because like they had disappeared.
Yeah.
That was really fucking dark for a kid's show, man.
It turned out their father was Samurai Jack.
Wait, I think we're talking about two different things here.
No, I think someone made that conclusion before. I don't know how accurate it is, but
What's the theory?
They're drawn the same. Like if you put Samurai Jack's hair on the professor, it's like the same person.
Interesting. I think it was either that show or another show. Gendy Tarkovsky, who made Samurai Jack, he used to work on one of those shows. It might have been Dexter. I'm thinking of Dexter.
Right. I just remember seeing somewhere that there's someone who's like, it's the same person. This is him in the future or past or some shit like that.
Was that the end of the theory that they just were like drawn similarly?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Interesting.
I'm gonna type in / Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, definitely let me know. It's interesting. Dead air.
Dead air, baby.
Dead air. I remember we were recording, again, just referencing stuff we recorded in the past, but we did that commentary. I think it was with Chase and Aaron, where you were there too, where we did like that commentary on the first Spider-Man movie.
Mm.
There was a part where I think it was either Chase and both Aaron would point out wherever there was awkward silences in the commentary. I was just like, dude, don't point that out. Come on.
Yeah, it says something right here. Well-known theory that Samurai Jack and Powerpuff Girls take place in the same universe. Time travel. Yeah, so something is. I was on the something. I just don't remember. I just remember hearing little bits of it, so I'm not really sure. But something to
That
look up, I guess.
that was the extent though. Like somebody just
Oh,
said, "Go ahead."
yeah, and they also showed Dexter in here, and they're saying like how they're all connected somehow. But there's a lot to read here, so I don't know if I'll be able to give you the answer here. Oh wait, here's something.
Okay.
They do look fairly close. Professor Utonium with the Samurai Jack look-alike. Time travel. So, yeah, I don't know. Something where they're all connected, but it's a bit to read, so Google, guys. Google it up.
TLDR.
Do it yourself.
I think it's about that time. You gonna drink a little drinky drink?
All right. So pushy. Okay.
Hey, calm down.
Drink it now.
Drink. We're on the show.
Oh my god.
It's not alcoholism if I get drunk for the show.
Oh, it's for my work. I'm doing this for work.
Doing it for work, okay? It's a work related thing.
Oh my god.
Write that down. You know, I'm just gonna write this off as an expense as part of my work. But yeah, I was gonna ask you something, but I forgot. What was your first exposure? I'm just looking at anime mostly on my shelf. What was your first anime you ever watched? Like when you discovered that, was it through Toonami?
Yeah, I would definitely say Tsunami for sure. I think oldest memory would be probably Dragon Ball Z. I think that was like the first one I watched. I didn't see Naruto or any of those until later. I remember Fullmetal Alchemist is definitely one of my favorites, and one of the first ones I really like watched through and through.
Which one do you prefer, though?
What, Dragon Ball Z and Fullmetal?
No. There's two different, like, I've seen a little bit of both, but there's two different versions of the Full Metal thing.
Oh, yeah. I started with the original one, and then I heard Brotherhood was coming out. And I remember when I was younger and I heard about it, I was like, oh, what? This is bullshit. I remember not being a fan of it. I was like, you can't recreate greatness or something.
Oh my god, a Tripp.
It might have not been that severe, but it was pretty close. Like, I didn't want to watch Brotherhood because I thought it would just ruin the old one. But then I eventually did watch Brotherhood, and I enjoy it because they definitely stick more with the mangas. And I'm pretty sure the original show, I'm pretty sure they didn't get to finish the mangas, so they had to make up their own ending.
Oh.
That might be true, but that's what I remember being told at some point. But I honestly enjoy the ending to the original, and Brotherhood I don't think it's too far off because they were in the right track, but there's a little bit of differences. I think the Brotherhood ending is more pleasing to the fans for sure because they have a lot of big characters that didn't show or didn't get as much screen time in the original, like Winry and Lieutenant Armstrong and Mustang. Like they all got bigger air times for sure in Brotherhood, so I enjoy it for that aspect. But yeah, I don't know. I still want to say the original because it's just nostalgic and what I grew up with.
Right. I know Amanda's much more of like the anime person than I am. Like I'm much more of like I guess I'm more picky with it. Like there's certain things I like, but I'm not. It's not like with superhero stuff where basically like with superhero stuff I'll basically almost watch anything as long as it's good. I'm much more into that whole kind of fandom thing. But with anime I'm much more picky. But she said she definitely prefers Brotherhood because it's closer to the books.
Yeah, and I mean they do serve the fans a lot better in those ones because they basically took the original and was like, all right, this was missing, that person didn't get enough time, and so yeah, they kind of filled it in better for sure.
Nice.
But they kind of cover the essential bits, and the that was the only thing I thought was weird when I finally broke down. I was like, all right, I'll watch Brotherhood. Fuck. The only thing I remember was like the first 5 episodes is basically like the first 15 episodes of the original, but they like went through it real quick. They kind of rushed it in a sense of it was like, hey, if you know Full Metal, we're just gonna get through this stuff so we can get to the other stuff that you didn't know. It's kind of what they did.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was really cool though.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, speaking again of things I was scared of, I think the first time my biological father, he showed me, I don't remember which Godzilla it was, but I remember he would let me stay up late and watch like Godzilla and stuff. I remember that shit terrified the fuck out of me as a kid.
What, the 2000 Godzilla?
See, I don't remember.
Oh.
It might have been the 90s one, the one, with Matthew Broderick in it. It probably was that one.
Mm.
I do remember, this is totally unrelated, but I do remember, I don't know if you remember the Spider-Man animated series?
There's a few of them, but,
The 90s one?
Yeah, I remember that one with the, I remember the cool intro they had. That's what I remember.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Radioactive.
It was basically just fits right into the 90s.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if you ever noticed, like, I've been watching a little bit of it, and, like, did you know that the guy who voiced Spider-Man also voiced Eric and The Little Mermaid?
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, same guy. It blew my mind when I heard that.
Nice. That's cool.
But, yeah. There was definitely moments, like, they did that whole weird CG city thing.
Oh, yep. When they're panning through it.
Yeah, and I was just like, that doesn't age well. And, like, certain other things, like Spider-Man, because of standards and practices, was super strict back then. He was only allowed to kick. He wasn't allowed to punch back then. So if you go back and watch, he never actually punches people.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up.
He only flips and kicks people.
Wow. I have some of the toys from that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have I think the only one I have that I know where it is. It's just Peter Parker in his like little brown leather jacket and blue jeans. His like classic attire, what he had.
Yeah, and then MJ in that show always wore that fucking yellow sweater or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I remember I had like a computer game, and from my memory, this is what it's called. I could be wrong, but I think it's called like Hobgoblin's Revenge or something.
Sounds metal.
And it was like tied into, I think, again, like I played it once or twice when I was like probably 6, so I don't really remember it very vividly.
Right.
But like it was, I remember being good. I remember watching that show, and again tying into what we were talking about earlier, where they would just have the VHS at that point DVD compilations of like, they wouldn't release whole series but they would have like one would be about Green Goblin and the other one would be about Venom or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I had the one, or I would rent the one from Movie Gallery a lot, where it was the one where it had the Green Goblin in it.
Yeah.
And it would like reveal his secret identity and everything. And I remember, I don't remember what I saw first. I don't know if I saw the Sam Raimi Spider-Man first, or if I watched the 90s show first. I feel like I watched the 90s show first, probably.
I mean, yeah, I feel like so. I remember watching it for sure. But I only have like vague memories, when it comes on TV kind of thing.
I definitely would recommend to you. I don't know if you'd be interested, but Spectacular Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
That show is really good. That show is like, I would say, better than any live action adaptation we've had of Spider-Man.
Who voices Spider-Man on that one?
Josh Keaton.
Okay.
Yeah, he made a few comebacks. He was in. There was this weird thing where in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that Avengers show. Remember back in the Trippiverse days, I was talking to you about that. They had him on there as Spider-Man, like he cameoed on there.
Oh, nice.
But with the weird, like, I don't know if you remember this, Drake Bell, who's a piece of shit, turns out. He he was Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man, the Disney show. That's why Spectacular Spider-Man got canceled, is because like they wanted to make their own thing once they acquired the rights to him in animated form.
Uh,
But Greg Weisman, who made Young Justice, made Spectacular Spider-Man.
nice.
Yeah, and also who made Gargoyles too. So I mean, like he's got like consistent quality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But he made that, and I definitely would recommend that. But the weird thing was, I found this out through, I forget which podcast, but they were talking about it. And originally it was Josh Keaton playing Spider-Man in that episode, but in future versions of it, probably the one on Disney Plus too, they dubbed over Drake Bell's like voice, like he recorded over the original dialogue. Which sucks. I'm just like, why couldn't you just left that? Like, you already paid Josh Keaton, like, just leave it.
Right.
I guess it's just like the weird cross promotion, because I guess in their mind they're thinking just money wise. Like, people are going to be confused if they hear this other Spider Man in here. Like, we want them to think about Ultimate Spider Man and start buying those DVDs or whatever. I don't know if that was a time where they still prioritize DVDs or not.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But yeah, that show sucked. Ultimate Spider-Man was not great. I mean, there were certain episodes, like the Deadpool episode was cool. They did something really interesting with him, where like, you know, obviously like cartoons like that, like they have to be heavily censored. There's certain things you can't say on there.
Yeah.
They would have Deadpool on there, but he was normal Deadpool, but he couldn't say or do certain things, and he was aware of that. Like he's almost breaking the fourth wall, where he's like, why can't I say the K word? He's like, I'm gonna K word these people like so hard or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's cool. Like I actually kind of like that, because like he's, you know, you're kind of hanging a lampshade on it, and kind of like Deadpool, if he's aware of his, you know, reality and everything, it makes sense that he would notice that he's only able to do certain things in that reality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna take a break here, guys. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back. Turns out Tripp has dinner on the way, so we're gonna have to wrap this up soon.
Look out.
Look out. What was I guess the next thing, because I already have an answer for this. You can't blindside me this time. What would be, I don't know if you probably remember this. I do. What would be the thing that you probably, like, wore out the tape for when you were, like, a kid?
That's a good one.
I have a few answers.
Alright, well, yeah, give me some of yours. Let me think about it.
Definitely the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. I watched that. That was in heavy rotation.
Oh wait, are we talking VHS exclusive, or are we talking about just movies?
Yeah, like VHS, like exclusive,
Okay.
I guess.
Gotcha.
Do you got an answer?
I don't know if there's any that I like wore out watching. Well, maybe those Rugrats and Sailor Moon. I remember going on a hard rotation when I was like really young, just for those. Maybe some He-Man ones, which I don't own anymore, but
He-Man.
yeah. I'd probably say those, I guess, because I can't remember which ones I like really wore out.
Yeah, definitely Spider-Man for me. Batman Forever, obviously. And like stuff like that. By the way, take a drink, Tripp. We're almost to the end of the show.
Oh, here we go. Hold on, let me get my. Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
there you go. I can't do it because I got plastic. But what do you think of the whole, like, I guess since we're talking about nostalgia, I've noticed a lot recently that, like, I haven't seen a lot of the revivals of shows we grew up with, but, like, what do you think of that whole thing? Do you think it's, like, they should have just left it alone? Or, like, what's your whole take on that? Do you think, like, that stuff belongs in the past, just leave it alone, it's fine? Or are you always excited whenever you hear that, like, something you grew up with is getting renewed?
Like reboots or so.
Or just like a continuation, I guess. Like I know they did that Invader Zim movie recently.
Oh yeah. If it's like just like continuation, like Samurai Jack as well.
Samurai Jack was amazing.
Right. Yeah. I feel like when they're just continuing it, it's really nice. I know reboots sometimes can be iffy, but like I was saying with Brotherhood, technically it's a reboot kind of, but
It's almost just like
also,
a different take, almost.
It's like a reboot, but also a continuation because I don't know. It's kind of both a little bit. They're like, all right, this is all the same. Now we're moving into the stuff that we made for it, or the manga stuff, whatever.
Right. I know that definitely, like, I wouldn't call it a reboot, but it's almost like they edited it differently. Like, they had Dragon Ball Z Kai,
Yeah.
which was just closer to the manga, where they cut out parts that were just filler. And I will say this, I know it's different, and I know this might be controversial. I will always have a special place in my heart for the original version of Dragon Ball Z. But
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai is much more what I remember from when I was a kid. It's much more fast-paced, and it's much more to the point.
I can see that.
Like, there's still build-up, but, like, the whole that meme of Frieza with, like, the 5 minutes or whatever, like, it's much more cut down in the Dragon Ball Z Kai.
The 3-episode Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, like, it's much more cut down in this version.
I don't know if it was actually how long it was, but it felt like that.
Yeah, it was really
been,
long.
I don't remember.
I brought you food.
Thank you, baby. Hey, my wife is on the Tangential Exchange.
Hi. I was on the first one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, I brought you food, so please hurry up and come eat with me.
All right, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's great having you on, Tripp.
Yeah,
I miss
great-
you, buddy.
Hello.
It wouldn't be a proper show if my wife didn't interrupt halfway through.
What?
What? But yeah, I guess that's it. All right, this has been the Tangential Exchange. I'm Alex.
I'm Tripp.
We will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Much love.
Much love to
All
my
right.
brothers. Okay, wrap it up.